or gain new insight of the world around you. So we hope you'll find something valuable here. So sit back, relax, and get ready to join the conversation. Thank you. So today we have a special guest join us on Caballero Podcast. He is unknown and not visible sometimes. So please welcome the famous member in our server, Hidden.
Thank you so much, Caballero. Really excited to talk with you about the stuff we're gonna talk about today, and I'm really happy you have all these audience. Hello, guys. I hope you're doing great.
Yeah, exactly. So we're honored to have you here today to share your insight and experiences with us.
Thank you
Okay.
so much for having me.
No, you thank you actually for taking the time to be with us today. We're excited to hear from you actually. Before we jump into the conversation, or before we jump to speak about the topic of today, and I bet no one knows what is the topic. So, would you like to share anything with our audience about yourself, about your work?
Oh, of course, for sure.
Okay, let's jump for the first section, our topic, the section of who I am. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we know that you're hidden, 20 years old, you're from Tantam, you are a designer freelancer. So, but the point is, your this name hidden. Why your name is hidden? I really I've never asked this question, but I do really don't know. What is the hidden? Did you hide something or what?
It's no. It's an old story about a video game that I was addicted to. It was called Crossfire,
Okay.
and specifically, I was playing a mode called Ghost Mode, and I was playing this mode like too much, and I was thinking about renaming myself. So I became with Invisible. I became with some names like that. But then I was like, what about Hidden? And when I thought about Hidden, I was like, oh yeah, that's my name for sure. And basically, that's it. That's how I chose my name. That's how I became Hidden. I didn't hide anything. I'm not hiding from anything. But yeah, I'm hidden.
Okay, hidden. Really nice. So you live in Tanta. We know that Tanta is not a big city like Cairo or have a sea
Mhm.
view like Alexandria. It's something special like that. So how's life in Tanta?
Well, it has its pros and cons as anything in life. But I would say it's chilling, and I like to chill. So this is like my dreamland, I would say. However, it's missing a lot of things. So there's no job opportunities as Cairo or Alex. Like it's kind of more expensive than Cairo and Alex, but like it's good overall. Like I really like it.
Uh-huh. That's really nice, and thank you for sharing this. But you're an old member here. I think it's almost 1 year or almost 2 years, I guess.
It's 1 year and a half actually.
1 year and a half. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
really good. So how did you join to the server? Do you know some friends here to invite you, or you found us from a Facebook post or what?
That's actually a good story because I was chilling on another server with like two other
Hmm.
Egyptians, and then bottle of water. Of course, it's gonna be bottle of water. Um, she, she literally smells Egyptians. I don't know how, but like she joined the VC. She asked me, "Are you Egyptian?" I was like, "Yeah." How did you know? She said, "Okay, I have a pickup line for you," and she said her famous Malakhia pickup line. I was like, "Yo,
Yeah,
who told
yeah.
you this? Who told you this?" And like she sent me an invitation, and she was like, "Come meet the guy who told me the pickup line." And Midas was waiting for me over there. Of course, he trolled me. Of
Yeah.
course, he trolled me.
Wait.
He was like, "Hello, brother, can you teach me English?" And it, like it happened that he have one of the best English I've ever heard in this server, actually. So like 5 minutes later, after I met Midas, we were trolling members in the server.
Yeah, and that's really thank you, Midas, for bringing Hidden today. Thank you. I think that was it. So thank you for sharing this personal information, just to know you more before starting speaking about the topic. Okay, so let's jump us to our next section. We're gonna speak frankly. Or it's not gonna fake us or something like that. No, we're gonna speak frankly. That's why next section called "Without Makeup." Um,
Oh, that
okay,
sounds scary.
yeah, we don't have to speak without makeup, without fake it. Yeah, so the message delivered. So yeah, uh, the topic of today, we're gonna speak about the teenager's life in Arab country. We're
Oh,
gonna
that's
speak
really
about the
spicy. That's really spicy.
yeah. That's why you are here.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know how to start, but okay, this is the topic. We're gonna speak about the challenges that face the teenagers in our Arab world, the family expectations, and the education, and all of that. So, how do you think the teenager's life in Arab countries, especially that you are a teenager, you have some cons and pros. So, and Priv, I think in general, was
Mhm.
a good part or a bad? What do you think? In general,
Well,
of course, it has a good and bad. So, in general,
it as you said, it have its pros and cons, but I would say it has more cons, like much more cons, in my opinion.
hmm
So do you want me to talk to you about this, about the pros and
uh,
cons?
so it was in general cons.
In general, cons, teenage life in the art community.
No, no,
Um,
in you, for example, with your
from my
experience.
perspective. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's think about the things that make it bad or good. So let's start with the circles. The first one's gonna be the family or the parents, if you're gonna be specific. The
Mhm.
teenagers' life in Arab world with their parents. How was it like? Do we have some open-minded parents or some really cultured or I don't know. Is it the good to have the parents that had all the things or the all thoughts or our Arab parents are really friendly with their child?
Well, of course, it differentiates from a family to another. But
hmm
speaking about my family, they are very supportive. However, they still like think as any other like Arabic family most of the times. But yeah, they support me on whatever I want to do. Like it takes me effort to like deliver them. Okay, this is worth it. You can support me with this, or like I can do this and I can survive it.
Wow, that really good. So you have an experience, I guess. You are talented. You are a designer. You can draw. What is the first impression of your family about that? Did they support that first, or they didn't?
Oh, that's actually a good story because when I started to draw and to design, I was moving too fast. Actually, I was improving really good. And at the
Mhm.
beginning, they was telling me, "You're wasting your time. Do not do this. You should study instead." But like 2 years later, I made the first cash from designing and drawing. It was a good amount of money, and it was like in 2 hours. When I showed them this is when they started to support me. When I proved I can do something from this, um, and they supported me really good. They told me, okay, whatever you want, we can help you. We can get you whatever you want. Like you can actually work at this. This is now we see that we were wrong. We admit this, and you had a point. We're sorry for this, and you can continue on this.
hmm So at the beginning they refused, and then they agree. I think the Arab parents, I don't know, maybe they're just fear to be a failure, to waste your time. It's not about they do it like that to make you I don't know to feel bad or they just say no for no. They're just I guess uh, fair. It's about fear, I guess. That's it, isn't it?
And that's I think that's one of the cons actually because our
Mm-hmm.
parents are too protective. They won't let you fail, and you should fail sometimes, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not telling you go fail or like go do a lot of mistakes. Of course, I'm not saying this, but what am I saying is, like you should fail sometimes because when you fail, you can okay, I made this wrong. So next time, even if I'm not failing, I wouldn't do this specifically because I made this mistake before. I
hmm
wouldn't do it ever again. So it's okay to make mistakes once in a while to learn from them and to gain like experience.
Okay, that the parent. Okay, let's make the circle bigger a little bit. Let's speak about the friends. Okay, maybe the parents have all thoughts. Maybe I don't know, but the friends are some people that are the same age, probably the same age, the same things, I guess, because or the same ideas because you're the same generation, and maybe they have the same case with your family. So maybe they have the same case. Their family that's just saying no for no reason. So what do you think? Friends are really helping or not? Or maybe they only have cons, not pros, or pros not cons, or what?
Also see friends. They have like pros and cons. However, I think friends can reflect on you more than parents because friends are people who you spend most of your time with your friends. At least in my case. So it's easy to get like inflected by my friends more than my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Um, However, this is can be good and bad at the same time because let me give you an example about this actually. Let me say like if you're surrounded by like smokers, what is the chances
Mm-hmm.
that you're gonna smoke?
Oh, it's gonna be 19%, 90, or 99.
If you're surrounded by people that do not smoke, what is the chances of you smoking?
No, it's gonna be this one or two.
Exactly. So let's replace smoking with anything, any habit or anything in life. It's easy to reflect on you because you're surrounded by something. You get yourself like more chance to get reflected on by the thing.
Uh-huh. Okay, maybe. Oh, what about your experience?
Well, I've known a lot of friends to be honest. Since I
Mm-hmm.
was a kid, I think for most of my life I was like extrovert. I became an introvert for like 5 years of my life or something like that. Like I have a lot of friends, and that's wrong to be honest. Like I made a mistake, and the mistake was I was not picky with my friends. So let me
Uh-huh.
say Caballero have like a bad habit. I wouldn't care. As long as Caballero is my friend, I wouldn't care about anything bad that he does.
Thank you.
And I'm not talking about you though. I'm not talking about you.
Okay, that's bad. Okay.
So what I'm trying to say here is I made a lot of friends. Most of them were bad friends, and I didn't see this. And yeah, that was a mistake I made. I said I
Mm-hmm.
made this mistake. And now I'm kind of picky with my friends. I'm really, really picky. If I see someone pushing me towards a bad thing, that's a no. That's end of friendship.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that understood. That really understood. So, okay, let's make the circle more bigger to speak about something. Okay, maybe the parents are open minded. Okay, the friends are good.
Mhm.
So let's speak about the society. The society. I think it's the main topic here because speaking an Arab word. So this Arab culture or this people here, those are the main problem. Maybe you're as in a teenager, they seen you like you're a kid, just doing some, just playing. You don't have that ideas, don't have that dreams. You're not really, really important to be honest in the society because it's the adults, okay, and maybe they're just seeing go to your home, go play with. I don't know. Maybe it's something like that. It's just common in all Arab worlds. It's not only in Egypt. It's here also in Morocco. But thank God I'm not the guest. So what do you think about that?
Well, I see elder people. Of course, not all of them, but like some of them trying to like underestimate the younger generations and saying, "Oh, they are making this bad. They're making this bad." But like every generation, have its pros and cons. I'll use pros and cons. I'll use this word like a lot in this podcast. Um,
Mhm.
as I was saying, elder people they see like the cons of younger generations, but they don't look at the pros. So you can, like, about Generation Z, which is my generation, you can talk a lot about the cons. What about the
Mm-hmm.
pros? Like, people tell you, oh, Generation Z, this generation is not good, this generation is bad, this generation is this, but like they don't tell you the pros. They don't tell you Generation Z like want to learn, want to think. Like, we didn't do something because that's what is used to be. We think about
Mm-hmm.
it, like, because you might been doing something wrong for the past 60 years or the past 30 years, and you don't know about it. You never thought about it because that's your routine. Generation Z like to think about anything they do. Like, um, for
Uh-huh.
example, why am I studying this subject? Why am I doing this? Yes, this itself, in this specific thing I'm talking about, it also have its pros and cons. Because you might think, why am I studying this? You might not find a reason. There is a reason. Maybe you don't find it. And this is gonna take from your passion. This is gonna burn from your passion. If you don't find a reason, there's no passion. Basically, you're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna continue doing that thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
for example, I'll give you an like a self experience, something that I experienced myself. Uh, like, I stopped drawing like 2 years ago actually,
Yeah.
and I didn't get back to drawing. Like, I was like, why am I continuing? Why am I drawing? It's, I'm not gaining anything from it, and
Uh-huh.
that actually, I think that's the reason why I burned my passion. I'm not drawing anymore, and that's it. But let's get back to the main point, which is the society. Let me tell you about the pros about the society actually, because one thing I see great about this Arab society is they're supportive. You're doing, no matter what you're doing, if you're doing a bad thing, a good thing, whatever you're doing, they're gonna support you. Like, even random people in the street, they're gonna support you.
Mm-hmm.
But in other hand, the cons, and I'm gonna speak a lot in the cons, to be honest, because
Yeah, take your
uh,
time, take your time. Yeah.
uh, as I said, like, the Arab society is kind of conservative. They don't like you
Mm-hmm.
to try new things. If it's working, don't change it. And they're also like, sometimes I get like random comments about my look, like, from elder people. They like to tell me, you shouldn't look like this. You're like a respected person. You study computer science. You're gonna be like an engineer one day. You shouldn't be like that. And I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense. The way I look is that's basically myself. This is the way I look. That's for me. And there's something I get told a lot, is you can eat whatever you want, but you cannot. You should dress what the people want you to dress. And
Uh-huh.
I see this as, like, forgive me for this, but this is stupid, to be honest. This is
Okay.
pure stupid.
I found it illogical because the same people who who supported you in something bullying you in another thing. I don't know how, but
And we also, like, another thing, we don't have the term bullying or racism in our community. You'll see people bullying another people on the streets or being racist, and if you go to tell them, "Oh, you're racist or you're bullying," they wouldn't commit it. We don't have this mindset in Egypt as well. We don't have the mindset of saying, "I made a mistake. I made something wrong." We always make excuses, and that's something I hate about our community, to be honest. Like, you'll see a lot of excuses. You'll see people even saying, "Oh, that's black magic. That's not my mistake." Like, you didn't even look what you did. But like, nah, that's black magic, dude. Like, oh my god, this dude, he envied me, but me, I did nothing wrong.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Because we
and
don't make some wrongs, I guess. Yeah, the teenagers, maybe the kids, yeah, but the adults, no.
exactly, exactly. And when you see like older people, which basically your role model, like, I'll say like my role model are like the older people around me, because these are the one that I can talk to, I can have some experience from.
Yeah.
So they don't like to be wrong. Like, they never commit their wrong. So I'll be like them. because that's how how it's done.
Uh-huh. So
Uh,
this the society is.
yeah, yes, the society, like, they don't commit mistakes. They don't say I made a mistake. And also,
Hmm.
um, one thing is they don't say I don't know. They never say I don't know. So let me give you an example about this. Like, I swear, if you go in the street, ask about the directions. If they don't know the directions, they'll give you fake direction instead of saying I don't know. All of the time, all of the time. Go right, turn left, and then he doesn't know. He doesn't know. You'll see yourself like you're lost now because he told you fake direction instead of saying I don't know, and now you're lost.
Yeah, yeah. That happens, especially in the coffee industry. When you sit, do you hear some really expert in every field in the world, politics, sports,
Oh,
anything.
exactly. I'll tell you something. When you're in a cafe, if you're talking
Yeah,
about anything, you'll find someone that says, I have a PhD in that thing, and you're wrong. And they have no idea. They have no idea what the topic is. Like,
yeah,
they just join and tell you that you're wrong. That's it. Like, no, no, no. They don't know what you're talking about. They just say, oh, you're wrong. You should do this instead of that. And you ask them, oh,
yeah,
do you know what I'm talking about? They say, oh, yeah. And then they give you like something that they just made up from their mind.
yeah. So as you said, the cons are really it's too much. Yeah, than the pros.
Yeah, like I can talk like about the cons for a day for real.
So as Jack say, do you think different generations makes problem? Uh, for me, I don't know. I don't really. I don't think because it's not about the generation, it's about the thoughts, about the insight, about what's your in your mind. I guess.
I would say every generation have a different mindset and have a
Mm-hmm.
different stuff around them. So for my generation, we have technology. Older generation, they didn't have technology. So for me, something like communicating is super easy. Like, I can literally call you. I'm literally in a call with you right now. People that I'm talking to, or the people who are listening to me right now, they're not around me. They're like too far from me, to be honest. And that's one of the advantages. But if we look about the cons on the other way, it's we're wasting a lot of time on social media. We're wasting a lot of time. We're doing a lot of bad stuff because of the social media and trying to like gain followers and gaining attention on the social media.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it.
So, okay, so how to fix that, especially in society, because we have to do something about about our society.
Um, I would say when you deal with another generation, you should understand how they think and the way that it used to be for them or the way it is for them now. So for my generation, if you want to talk to someone in a generation Z, don't go tell them, oh, you're wrong. Because most of the elder people go tell us,
Mm-hmm.
oh, your generation did a lot of mistakes. We're in like deep end because of your generation, like, and we're just teenagers. We did nothing literally. But we're the
Yeah.
mistake. We're being called out as the mistake.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So you shouldn't do this in our generation. If you're talking to one of the Generation Z's, um, you should understand how we think. Okay, we're too fast, and that's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad because we can
Mm-hmm.
learn stuff too fast. But at the other hand, we can learn bad stuff too fast as well.
Okay, that's really good. Thank you, Hedda, for sharing me this. That really good. I think all the audience here are really enjoying this. I saw the chat. It's it's really great. I'm really happy about that. So, okay, let's jump to the next section, which is the kind of for the topic.
Come to
Okay,
the
fine.
Mhm.
What happened?
podcast.
Okay, so let's go to the third section called "You in Your Story." So this section called like the your new story, but I think I got to change it because I have hidden your new stories. It's not one story, you have two, I guess. Yeah. So the story here. it's your story, the story of quit smoking. It's a really chapeau, bro. I really appreciate that. I'm really happy for you because not everybody do this. To
Oh,
stop
thank
or
you so
quit
much.
smoking, it's really a hard decision. I thought it wasn't easy. So how did you get the idea of quit smoking?
I actually tried a couple of times. Let me start with the first time. And the
Hmm.
first time I tried to quit smoking, I was like, I get into smoking now. I have to like stop for 2 weeks or like to see if I can stop or not, see if I'm addicted or not. And I actually stopped for 2 weeks. I didn't smoke for 2 weeks, but that was actually too late because I got addicted already. Um, so on my second try, I
Second
tried
try.
to quit
How many times you tried?
3 times. The
Wow.
one I'm in right now is my third time.
Uh huh. Okay.
So on my second time, I quit smoking for a whole month. But then I had a bad time and I got back to smoking. And then on the third time, that's when my parents helped me. I'll say. I think I quit smoking till now because of my parents, not because of me.
Um,
I'll tell you the full story about the third time because it's actually wonderful. I'm really proud of this story.
mm-hmm.
Like before Ramadan, 3 days before Ramadan, my dad was giving me freedom, like of smoking. I could smoke in my room. I could smoke at the roof. I could smoke whenever I want. He didn't tell me anything. 3 days before Ramadan, he talked to me. He said, "I want you to stop smoking in Ramadan." And that's the first time he asked me for this. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"I promise you, I'll give it my best. I'll try." So when in the first day of Ramadan, like something crazy happened. I didn't expect this to happen actually. In like one day before Ramadan, I was going out with my friends. My dad talked to me. He told me, "Today you can smoke as much as you want, but tomorrow there is no smoking. There is no more smoking. You'll stop it forever, inshallah." I told him, "I promise you, wallahi, I will give it my best."
That's
So
really emotional.
he gave me something I never expected this to happen. I swear, he gave me 3 cigarettes. He took them before from me and I didn't notice. He told me, "This is your last 3 cigarettes. Until now, they are my last."
Wow, let's go. That's really cool.
So
Yeah,
that's basically how I quit smoking. And inshallah, I hope I can continue.
yeah, yeah. How much day now passed since the last cigarette? Do you count?
Um, to be honest, I lost count. And I think that's a good thing now because I'm not even paying attention to smoking. But like it's from
Uh-huh.
the first day from Ramadan, so I think it's around 40 to 45 days.
Uh-huh. Okay. So how do you feel after quit smoking? Do you feel like, especially on your body, do you feel like you're comfortable right now? You are better than the other you are, or what exactly?
100%.
Oh.
100%. I'm feeling much better. Like my health is regaining. Like when you start to smoke and when you get into smoking, you get a lot of pain, and your stamina is decreasing by a lot. Especially that I'm not doing any sport, I'm not doing any activity. Most of the times I'm sitting in my home. I go out with my friends, sit on a cafe. So I don't do anything really. So my stamina, if I like if I walk for like 10 minutes, I start to sweat, and that's that's not how it's used to be. I used to run for like a lot for hours without even getting tired, and now I walk like 30 minutes. I get tired. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Like I wake up every day suffering with my throat, like having like a really painful throat ache because of smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it? At the end of the day, is it worth it? I asked myself this every day. I wake up, I get this pain. I ask myself, is it worth it?
Wow.
And it wasn't.
That that's a nice story. That's a nice story. I know you used when you start smoking. Was by it wasn't by your friends or something like that. It was by you. We're not gonna speak about that. Of course, that wasn't best. But what's your friend's impression about your decision that to quit smoking, especially the smokers that you used to smoke with? What is their impression?
Um, I want to tell you, since I was really picky with my friends, they support me in every way. So,
Hmm.
like, there is two type of my smoker friends. The ones who tells me, like, straightforward, great job, continue doing it. And the one that tries to like get the best out of me by saying, "Oh, you're gonna get back to it." You think, "Oh, this is a bad thing." They're telling you you're not gonna continue, but actually, this is a challenge now. You take this as a
Yeah.
challenge, and that's how I like to take my stuff as a challenge. I always like to take challenges. When my friends tell me, "Oh, you're gonna get back to it," I'm like, "I'll never get back to it." Okay, let's have a challenge now. Now, game on. Now it's always in my mind that I will never get back to smoking.
Hmm. That's really it's really nice. I want you right now to give an advice to the smokers. I give you 2 minutes to speak to
Hmm.
give any advice to the smokers and the one who will try to. It's not about we're not gonna speak like and question. Now we're gonna speak directly. It's a speech, to be honest. So 2 minutes. I don't know who's here smoking or not. To be to be honest, but maybe in the future, maybe they get some bad friends. I don't know. Yeah, Sigma say he wants. So okay, fine. Uh, you have 2 minutes. Speak to them directly. Okay. As Simpson said, our president Joe Hidden, go and have to your speech.
Okay. So to the smokers, I want to ask you something. Is it worth it? Is it worth your money? Is it worth your health? Is it worth it at the end of the day? Like, I was a smoker, so I know how it feels when you smoke. Like, at the end of the day, you're suffering every day, and you know it. You know the reason. You're killing yourself slowly. Even if you do not care about yourself, care about the people around you, because you're hurting them by smoking, and you're hurting yourself, and these people care about you, and never have the mindset of, "Oh, no one cares about me." Actually, there's a lot of people that cares about you and want you to stop smoking. Like, I want to tell you something, Caballero. Like, all of my friends, the smokers one, I mean, we all smoke, but we all want everyone else to stop smoking. So when someone tries, we support them to the max. We push them back from smoking. When they try, we like tell them, "You're an adult, but you shouldn't do this." And to the smokers, please try to quit every day. Say, "This is my last cigarette," and like, don't buy a pack. That's it. Say, "This is my last pack." Give it a shot. You will do it. One day you'll do it. If you try, you'll do it. Maybe it will work from the first time. Maybe it will work from the second time. Maybe it will work in the 100th time. But inshallah, it will work. To the one who wants to try smoking, it's not worth it. And you do the day. As I said to the smokers, you're killing yourself. You're suffering. You don't know how smokers suffer. You can see, "Oh, but they are still alive." Or, yeah, it's not an instant death, but it's torturing you till you die. It's not worth it. Do not smoke, and do not do anything like this, because this starts a journey that you don't want to take.
Thank you for yeah. To see me this is crying is really okay. Thank you for this. Just I'm gonna ask you a last question on this section. It's not on this section, this story because I have another story. What is the alternative of now you are used? Because I know the smokers are used to do something. It's gonna be bad to change it. So what is the? Do you play games or wasting your time reading books or something? So what is the alternative in that way?
Um, so it was in Ramadan. So I was like, why shouldn't I, why wouldn't I make myself some good food? So I was wasting my time like doing good food that I wouldn't do in my normal day. Like, I've like gone to the kitchen, tried new stuff, tried myself in like a lot of things, I try to waste my time on games, but one thing that helped me a lot was the swag, like
Wow.
brushing my teeth, trying to gain my health back, trying to get back to the first point before I even smoke, as it never happened. So I got myself a toothbrush and a toothpaste. I started to wash my teeth, and then I started to do a lot of things. I
Mhm.
started to eat snacks a lot to waste my time because basically, when you get into cigarettes and when you become addicted to cigarettes, it's a habit. How can you like the easiest way to quit a habit is by getting another habit, and you're quitting a bad habit for a good habit. I think this will always work. I was eating snacks, I was eating peanuts, I was eating anything that I can eat to just waste my time and not think about cigarettes. And it worked.
Okay. I really, I'm gonna thank you again for telling us the story, and I'm really proud of you again of you achieved this because not something easy. It's a really nice story for you. So we're gonna jump to the second story. It's a story happened here on the server. If you do remember the story of making the superheroes design, or let me say the super zeros design. Do you remember it? So
Of
how
course,
does this idea? It was something really new in the server and something like an activity for me. Something like a Caballero's podcast, but actually participate on it. So how is get this idea?
so it was me and the boys. We were like video calling, and I told Payne, "Oh, Payne, you actually look good. Can I take a screenshot of you and edit it?" He said, "Yeah, sure, bro." I took a screenshot, and I shared screen my Photoshop. I put his picture on. I tried to edit it. I was like, "Yo, Payne, you know what? I should make you the Joker." And like I was like, "What if I can make it in a funny way?" Like I asked him, "Are you okay with this?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, sure, bro. Like show me what you're gonna do. I'm interested." And once I made it, like a lot of people told me, "Oh, I want my picture like that, please." Like and even people are inviting new people, like you, Caballero, for example. Like
Yeah, yeah,
when I started to do this, a lot of people told me, "Oh, we should do Caballero. He should be Thanos." I was like, "That's a great idea. Let's get him."
yeah, yeah. I still have this picture. Okay, but I'm not gonna share it again. Yeah, that was that was a nice. I think Midas was Spider-Man. Oh, it's not
Yeah,
Spider-Man. Yeah,
he was Spider-Man work from home.
yeah, work from home. Yeah, I know. It was it's not Thanos. It was Zanussi. Yeah, half milk, half
Zanussi.
coffee, I guess. Uh, Sabio was Ruben.
Robin
If
Hood,
I'm not.
yes.
Yeah, you were Venom.
I was Venom.
Yeah, I don't know who was Batman, but
It was David.
David. Yeah, the problem is we changed
Uh,
our profile picture, so everyone gonna see us from other services. Like, say, What is that? What is this cringiest things here?"
yeah. When I
But it
changed
was
my
a
picture, I had a lot of DMs telling me, "Oh, what is going on? Who's this? Like, what is that picture?" Like, yeah, I had to
okay,
explain it all.
but it was a really nice activity. It was nice atmosphere. Thank you for this. You made a story to all of us as a super zeros and and all of that. So let's get back to the first section, which is
Hmm.
you and your luck. You like this title? Yeah. So I know that you have you're lucky in your life and something, or maybe or not. So what is the percentage of luck in your life?
I would say 100%.
What?
I would say 100%. I'm really
Hundred
confident
percent.
about this.
No,
I'd
I mean,
say 100%. If I can,
I
if
mean,
I can say more, I would say more.
there is no 1% for your effort, so you didn't do something. It's all by luck.
Oh, it's not like this. It's not like this. Of course, there's effort, but like I like to, when you do a lot of effort, you're making your own luck. You're not waiting for something luck to happen to you. This is also called luck. So I would say I'm
Hmm.
100% lucky. I'm not saying that like a lot of the time I'm like making the effort to make my luck, but if I believe that I'm 100% lucky, in some situations, I'll be lucky because of this, because of my mindset, because of life, because I'm thinking that I'm 100% lucky. It's
Mm-hmm.
like it's like always having a smile and getting ready to the word, getting ready to head by anything, and I'll take it with a smile.
Wow. So let's separate it. Okay. So you said you have 100%. So let's separate. So when did you feel lucky in your career? I know you're a freelancer, you're a designer. So when did you feel like I am lucky about that?
I would say I have two stories here. The first one, when I joined this server, like Milos told me, "Oh, bro, your English is good. You should work as a call center." I was like, "My English is good. I don't think I'm the one for this, bro." And then he actually like convinced me to start and even like tried to help me a lot and practice a lot with me. Uh, and I think that was lucky because it was kind of luck that I joined the server in the first place. And in the second story, here where I think it's the most lucky story I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. When it comes to my career or like working and stuff like that. So I was on a platform called TeamSpeak Free, and I
Mm-hmm.
used to like hop on servers, speak with people, troll with them, and flex with them with my drawings. So one day I was on a German server. We spoke, we had a lot of fun, we had fun together, and then it was the time to flex, to be honest. I was like, yeah, now is the time to flex with my drawings. I told them, yo guys, you guys want to see my drawings? They said, you draw? Yeah, sure, show us. I showed them, and they was like, they started to talk in German. I didn't understand anything. I was like, yo, you guys understand that I didn't understand German? We can speak English, all right? They switched it back to English and they said, we're just discussing because we want you to work with us. I was like, what? They said, we want you to work with us. And
Wow.
in the first day, I just met those people. In the second day, I they've already like transferred the money to my bank account and I had money and I finished a task that they gave me. And I think this is one of my luckiest moments in life.
Wow. No, no, that was not that was I don't know what I call it's more than luck. But okay, fine. That was good. I think really now I'm convinced that you have 100%. So when did you when did you feel lucky to have your family? When the moment that you feel that you say I'm lucky to have this family rather than other people.
I would say, I would say all the time, I'm lucky with my family because the way my dad accepted that I smoke and the way he tried to help me, the way like whatever anything bad that I do, I go talk to him and he's open minded about it, and we have a chat about it. Like he don't like start yelling at me or he don't do anything bad to me. We're just start chatting. I think I'm super lucky with this because whatever I do in life, I just go take his opinion, like bad, good. I just go say it because they're my family. They should know every single thing that I do.
Hmm. Oh, that was nice. Okay. What about the friends? When did you feel lucky to have your friends?
Oh, I can talk. I can talk for weeks now. I can talk for weeks. Like, um, I would say, I would say, hmm, one of my moments, I was really, really depressed. I wasn't getting out of home. I was really sad, doing nothing. And, my friends started to notice this. Like, they started to call me, like, why are you not getting out with us? We should hang out more, bro. Why are you not getting out? I, yeah, just almost stuff. I'm kind of busy, but like they said, oh, we should get out. Like, and then when they saw me, they know it. They know that there was something wrong, and basically I didn't think that they can change my mood that fast. I didn't think that they can take me from being really sad to being like happy, laughing and sharing moments with them and just couple of minutes or couple of hours. And I think I'm lucky because of this. I think I'm lucky because my friends care about me. um I would even argue that some of my friends would take a bullet for me because I would say I'll take a bullet for them as well.
Mm-hmm. That's really good. You're lucky to have your friends and friends lucky by you. So when did you feel lucky that you are an Egyptian?
When did I feel lucky that I'm an Egyptian? Hmm. Well, that's a really good and hard question at the same time. Because as I told you, when we talked about the society and Egypt, I told you like I can talk about the cons for days, but the pros, just
I-
low.
my God.
But I would say it's an environment that I can try and fail, like whatever, like how many times I want. I can try forever and fail forever, and that's a good thing for me. Someone like me, I take challenges a lot, as I said before. And when I fail, I like to sit with myself and say, okay, what did I do wrong here? I even would go ask people, would go tell people, if I did something wrong, please tell me. I do accept it. And this is
Mm-hmm.
for all the audience, by the way. If you ever see me doing anything wrong, please feel free to talk to me. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% right or my opinions are facts. I I'm not gonna say, oh, this is bad and do it at the same time. I'm not like this, you know.
Okay.
So getting back to the pain point,
Mm-hmm.
as I said, like I made a lot of mistakes in Egypt, especially in my village. I was surrounded by a lot of bad things and trying these things or not trying these things in general. Even the bad things that I tried, I stopped, and the good things I'm trying to keep. I think this is when I feel lucky about Egypt, that I made a lot of mistakes, that I gained a lot of experiences from these mistakes, and no one noticed. No one noticed because most of these mistakes are something normal in the society. So no one takes care, no one noticed, no one says anything. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, I learned a lot from these.
Wow, that really good. So the last question on this section, uh, what did you feel lucky to join the server?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I just want to
that's
say,
okay. Just notice that all admins are here, all members here. So
no, 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 no. Like I'm not afraid of anything. Like they are my friends, of course. But I just want to say, if I said I'm 100% lucky when it comes to joining the server, I think I'm like 400% lucky, not just 100%. I want to say I'm really glad because everyone I met here, everyone that impacted my life in a way or another, even if they didn't notice, of course, mostly in a positive way. And I wouldn't be overreacting if I said I was a person before I joined the server and I became another person after I joined the server. I wouldn't be that. This is not overreacting or anything. This is, I believe this is 100% real
mm-hmm.
because I met a lot of people here. I even made friends. I made these people in real life, not just one time, couple of times, and I'm really glad about these people, about knowing these people. I'm really happy for this. I wish I can meet more and more, like you for sure, like Caballero. I
Oh,
wish we can meet in Egypt, of course, or outside of Egypt. And
yeah.
of course, I want to say something though. This is also no because you're here. I would say this anytime. I feel
Okay.
lucky because I'm your first guest of the podcast. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
feel lucky.
that's
I feel
that's
like I'm
great.
special, you know.
You are because you are. That's why you're the first guest. Your very first guest of my to my show. Thank you. That really thank you. And yeah, with this good news, but unfortunately, we'll jump to the last section on our podcast or our episode today. I really enjoyed, and I hope you're comfortable here with the questions or with the audience or what they're typing here. I hope so.
It was super great. I'm like
Yeah.
reading the chat. It's so nice, guys. I'm so happy, really. Thank you so much, all. Thank you, Caprio, for having me, and I'm
Okay.
really enjoying my time right now.
So let's jump to the last and the fifth section. What's you and your last word? So before saying your last word, I guess before saying your last word, I want you to mention three members because the next episode you have a lot of feminist teams. So this episode you have a boy, so you need a girl the next episode. So I want you to mention three of the girls that you want them on the next episode, because you are my guest.
That's really hard. That's
Yeah.
really hard. Am I gonna pick my safe options because some people know where I live and it can get crazy sometimes.
Okay.
I don't want to get kidnapped or anything. So
Okay.
that's a good question. Let's start by our TikTok artist. Of course, she's having like quarter a million followers on TikTok. That's super great. We're proud of
Okay.
her. I'm personally interested in listening to her podcast if she's the next guest.
Wow. Okay.
And
Habi.
let's not
So you're
forget.
speaking about
Let's
Habi.
not. Oh yeah, for sure, Habi. I mentioned her in the chat.
Okay.
Um, let's not forget. Let's not forget Medea. Okay. I wanna hear
Okay.
her.
Here we
I wanna hear
go.
her. Outside of trolling, I wanna hear her. That's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
really fun, and I'll be also super interested in listening to her.
Mm-hmm.
The third option. I already know my third option. Okay, let me mention her really quick. I wanna hear Omaima on a podcast. That's one of the stuff that I wanna hear in my life. I want this to
Oh.
happen. I would like I wouldn't give a vote myself because I'm the one who named them. But like I think Omaima is slightly more interested to listen to. But they all interested as well. They're all interested. I'll listen to all of their podcasts, of course.
Okay. So guys who have a three volunteers. It's not volunteers. Actually, had to pick them. That's okay. So Jax, would you please make like a vote? People gonna vote, and the vote gonna end tomorrow. I guess at the same time. Well, what's time? It's almost 11. So tomorrow at 11, the vote gonna stop. So please, Jax, do it whenever on whatever channel you choose. You're an admin, you know your stuff. Um, okay, but before you say the last word, I have something here because I know you're talented in art, which is design, but
Mhm.
another art, which is singing. I know that you're good at singing. So would you? It's not my. I don't want to. I don't want to do this to my guest, but I guess the audience wants. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Whoever wants Hidden to sing, wave your hand, please, so I can see you. Okay. We'll have Badr here. Okay. Heavy, Biggie. Oh my God. A lot of people waving their hands. Meters wave hand and gifts. Okay, but that's Ono as well. So you see, okay, midday. A lot of people here. Sims. Oh my God, and Ono doing in the really good vibes. Okay.